spending the night in Dixon. 60-odd miles from a plan. Is it too late to learn to listen? Too late to be less a man. How many yesterdays are between us now? How many yesterdays are between us now? We carried it all, cobbling miles as we go, a line at a time, or a sad swan song, offering up purple prose. And I'd find you if I could.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast Breakfast Show, and today's instalment, that being on the 26th of April 2026, opened with yesterday's by Blue Deer, available through the YouTube Studio Audio Library, meaning that the channel isn't going to be closed down and I'm going to get told off or anything, so yay. And this episode actually marks the end of the first week of the Everything Podcast's Breakfast Show. So I hope you have enjoyed the first week, and let me know in the comments or reviews or anything what you've enjoyed and maybe not enjoyed so much about the Everything Podcast Breakfast Show, because I'm more than willing to change things if there's other things that you would like for me to include, keeping to the plan of about the 15-20 minute runtime, which wasn't the plan. It was going to be longer. Glad I didn't go for that. But yeah, in this episode we've got the normal formats. We've got trailer of the week, the audio episode reveal for today, and some big Finish news coming out at the end, and obviously finishing off with the second half of yesterday's by Blue Deer to finish off the episode. So let's finish for the final time this week's trailer of the week, which is The Punisher: One Last Kill. Here it is.
Hey Frank. How you doing, brother? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What's going on? Think God's gonna forgive us for the things we've done? I'm not sure about me. But you ain't got a fucking chance. That's all you got, that's all you got. That's all you got.
That was the trailer for The Punisher One Last Kill, which is a Marvel Television special presentation, and the first ever Marvel Television special presentation that they've done. And just reminded that it releases on Disney Plus worldwide on the 12th of May 2026, exactly 1 week after the finale of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And I will be recapping both of those at a later point. But yeah, let's now move on to today's audio episode reveal, which is actually a Big Finish episode, that being the third Doctor Adventures, The Imposters, or my recap for it, actually. So I'm just going to, I don't want to kind of repeat myself, so I'm just going to show you the trailer for that, and then, well, yeah, because it's going, I'm going to talk about the main other bits in the episode itself, where, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, here is the trailer for the third Doctor Adventures, The Imposters.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Third Doctor Adventures, The Imposters.
It's all right. I don't need any help. I'm a journalist. Rifling through secret files is what I'm best at.
Young lady, would you be good enough to turn out your pockets?
Good grief, she's got a laser. Do you think she's an alien?
I'm not. Really, I'm not.
Neptunian chokehold! Downward kick-clack!
I don't see any dinosaurs on the drive or Daleks.
I don't follow.
It's Venusian karate.
Exactly, Sarah.
Follow whoever it is down to ground level. Oh, I'm getting the hang of this.
Intruder in containment sector.
Elimination protocol activated by Dr. Elizabeth Shaw.
You wouldn't happen to have an interfering journalist in there with you by any chance? Because I have to tell you, she's with me.
Sarah, get down!
The microwave beam was spectacular.
The mind does not travel through time and space. It renders time and space to contain itself.
Now those things are gaining on us. You go, Sarah Jane.
Oh, what are you going to do? Fend them off with one-legged Venusian judo?
Just this one. Try not to argue.
Come here. I'll show you submission.
The telescope can't take that sort of punishment.
Never mind that.
Commiserations! The rest you know.
On the contrary, Lily, we know nothing. Who are they, these imposters? What are they doing here?
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
Tragedy in Croydon this afternoon. The Doctor appears to be dead.
That was the trailer for the third Doctor Adventures, The Imposters, and if you would like to hear my thoughts on this release, then please check out the audio episode, which will release on all audio platforms at 10 a.m. UK time today. And now move on to the Big Finish news, which, the Big Finish segment, which today is some Big Finish news around the upcoming 12th Doctor Adventures. So it's a press release titled The Eternal Dalek Lives On. It was announced on the 14th of April 2026, so probably about a week and a half from when this episode releases, so that's kind of not too bad. And it continues, the Doctor faces an old enemy in the 12th Doctor Adventures Run Fast, Be Kind. Story details are revealed today for this full-cast audio drama series. The 12th Doctor, now played by John Coleshaw, takes the lead in a brand new audio drama series beginning this July, and he has a new companion, Ash Wilton, played by Gwynthyn Evans, a wandering bard from the end of the universe. Across 6 episodes set between the Doctor Who TV Christmas specials, The Husbands of River Song, and the return of Dr. Mysterio, the Doctor and Ash travel from the far future to Scotland in 2016 and to a utopian city for the social media influences of the future. But all their adventures are heading towards a standoff with a dangerous enemy, the Eternal Dalek, played by Nicholas Briggs. The Doctor last faced this villain and the rest of the new Dalek paradigm in the 11th Doctor Chronicles story, Victory of the Doctor, which I think was released all the way back in February 2024. It's been like 2.5 years between them. The Eternal Dalek did survive that encounter, but it's not one for staying dead, and the Doctor will finally discover just what makes it eternal. The 6 brand new audio episodes for the 12th Doctor are The Second Death by Alfie Shaw, The Broken Man by Rashana Patel, The Beautiful and the Damned by Catherine White, Wings of Steel by Alfie Shaw, based on a story by Alex Hewitt, Duty of Care by Christian Markham, and The Second Death of the Daleks by Alfie Shaw. So we're going to read the synopsis for each one. So here's the synopsis for The Second Death, written by Alfie Shaw. During the last days of history, a lone wanderer crosses the wastes of Castarin. Everywhere he goes, he delights those he finds with stories and songs. He provides little hope in the dark. His name is Ash Wilton, and there's one thing that Ash knows for certain: you don't get time travellers at the end of the universe. We then have The Broken Man, written by Rishana Patel. The Doctor has a new friend. All of time and space awaits. Where to begin? Scotland, obviously. The Doctor has unfinished business there, an archaeological mystery which he needs to solve so he can start laying the past to rest. We then have The Beautiful and the Damned, written by Catherine White. Are you looking to build your audience, create content that will be the envy of all your followers, have people anticipating your next post? Then we know where you need to be this summer. Best. Life Inc. is proud to announce Meteor City, a paradise for content creators where everything is beautiful, including the visitors. Don't think that's you? Don't worry. With our proprietary refiner system, everyone can look their very best. Arrive ugly, live your best life, and leave beautiful. That's the best life guarantee. Then we have Wings of Steel, written by Alfie Shaw, based on a story by Alex Hewitt. High above the ruined world of Dorahula, I think, the Ultima have convened. The enemy's devastation of their forces is finally over. The key to their victory is finally at hand, and on top of them they've captured a Time Lord. All hail the Ultimate. We then have Duty of Care, written by Christian Markin. The Doctor doesn't kill, not intentionally. Even his worst enemies are offered mercy. Go up against the Doctor, and while your plan will be ruined, there's a chance you'll live. Someone doesn't agree with that. Someone travelling across all of time and space putting that right. Someone's killing all the villains who survived the Doctor. We then finish off this series of the 12th Doctor Adventures with The Second Death of the Daleks, written by Alfie Shaw. During the last days of history, a lone wanderer across the waste of Castarin. Everywhere he goes, he delights those he finds with stories and songs. He provides a little hope in the dark. His name is Ash Wilton, and I swear we've done this episode before. We've definitely killed that Dalek. Producer and writer Alfie Shaw said, when we were discussing what Dalek would have survived till the end of the universe, the answer became obvious. The only problem was that we'd killed it off in the victory of the Doctor. However, it being the Eternal helped unlock the whole episode for me. I wanted to see if I could apply Moffat's, that being Stephen Moffat's, love of messing with structure on an episodic level instead of just within the episodes themselves. So the opening episode, The Second Death, is the first part of a two-parter, but with the concluding part, The Second Death of the Daleks, is the 6th episode of the series. The Broken Man takes place almost immediately after The Second Death. Then we have the Sky Trilogy, 3 episodes that take place back to back. So that's very interesting, and I also should mention that the 12th Doctor Adventures will be having weekly releases. So it's kind of like a Doctor Who series, so 6 weeks of 12th Doctor Adventures instead of 8, 10, 12, 13 episodes, but still quite good. And we've got a 2-parter, so episodes 1 and 6 being 2-parts, and episode 2 taking place right after episode 1, and then episodes 3, 4 and 5 taking place one after another, seemingly. And the 12th Doctor Adventures Run Fast Be Kind is now available as a box set, and you'll have access to the relevant weekly episodic downloads, as I've just talked about, as well as the box set download after all episodes have been released. So yeah, that's it for this episode. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of the first week of the Everything Podcast Breakfast Show. What's something you liked, what's something you maybe want me to add or take out, and put all of those in the comments below. I'm going to finish off the first week of the Everything Podcast Breakfast Show and this episode with the second half of Yesterday's by Blue Deer. Here it is. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.